There are still plenty of ways here on Prisons that we can optimize our mining setup to essentially rank up faster and earn a lot more money faster. We're going to try and utilize those methods today in order to do exactly that and hopefully improve our mining setup to get us a step closer to being max prestige this season. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Prisons. Today, of course, we're back here on the best #1 rated Minecraft Prison server, AkumaMC. Back again for another episode in this new season. Guys, today we are going to be continuing to advance our setup, really, as much as that is when it comes to mining, because we do not have the most efficient things in right now, and there is basically a lot that we could do to essentially rank up faster and just get currencies a lot faster. So we're going to be doing that today, and we're going to do pretty much as we can with the stuff that we've got, and that's kind of where I'm at, because, you know, we need to advance our kind of setup here, because, you know, we're ranking up. It's taken us a little while now, but I feel like we could be doing it a lot quicker, and we do actually have quite a lot of things just sat there that we're not using, and you guys might too, so it might be useful for you to watch this just in case you didn't know about some of these features. Now, last time on, we actually added a whole bunch of robots, so I'm kind of excited to see how much currency we've got sat in these today. Let's take a look, because I haven't done too much AFKing, but I've done a little bit. We actually have basically a queue sat in tokens. We've got 56 million gems, and we've got 300k energy, which is actually a very, very good amount of currency right there. That helped massively. I think the tokens is probably the most notable thing, and to be honest, if I'd have been AFKing a lot more, then we probably would have a lot more in there. But yeah, that's actually very, very good. We'll take that, which means we got 3Q to spend immediately straight off the bat today. We have been focusing kind of on Dragon's Eye, kind of on Shadow Clone, kind of on Nuke. We haven't really gone hard in any like specific enchant. But now, as we surpass Pickaxe level 100 off camera, we essentially have access to Tectonic Drill, okay? Now, this could actually be very, very good for us. It is a gem-based enchant, and gems are something that we definitely struggle with. So I kind of want to get this enchant just because I think it's going to help us with gems. So for right now, we're going to add as many levels as we can possibly afford to that. It's going to cost us literally every single token we have, and that is kind of going to be a brand new one for today. So hopefully Tectonic Drill, you know, hopefully we can get a proc of that today. We can kind of see exactly how much it's worth, but hopefully that is going to increase our gem income by quite a lot, because I did a little bit of mining, not like a crazy amount, but I did a little bit, and it was actually quite noticeable that our token income is actually fairly decent. Obviously, we could still do with a little bit more. Like there are still a lot of enchants that we need to max out. So we will continue to work on, you know, all the enchants and stuff that are like token based, because like I say, we are going to need them. But yeah, these gems will help us. And honestly, there are gem enchants in here that give us tokens as well. So we'll work on that. But we do have 75 million to spend here. Now we can officially get the extra levels that has been unlocked on Black Hole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That should help us out quite significantly. We've got Pickaxe's Fury now. I've been ignoring this pretty much the whole season because historically it's actually made our mining a little bit worse, so that's kind of why I've ignored that. Series PayPal, I don't need coupons, so that's why I've ignored that. Transfusion we have maxed out. Miner's Rage we have yet to set, and this can give us a token multiplier for a short amount of time, so it might actually be worth us investing into this one today. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to add the 15 levels of Miner's Rage, and hopefully that can actually help us with that token boost like I said we are going to need. Ooh, the resource world has just opened. We should probably actually fire into here, because we actually do need quite a lot of resources. We can actually select diamond ore now as well, because I believe these unlock slightly earlier than like your prestige version of it unlocks. So yeah, we can literally mine diamonds right now, which are probably the most valuable thing for us to mine. And actually we should have a decent amount of resources to continually actually upgrade this pickaxe right now. So let's see what we can do. We can actually max out, I think, our speed here, which is nice. We can get a good few levels of fortune, which I'm not really too worried about. Quality could be cool, because then we get resources above what we need. Resource rush, explosive. Explosive could be kind of cool. I mean, we do have a few levels. I'm honestly kind of more interested in this one right now, which is excavator, which will give us artifact shard drops, which would be pretty cool. Let's add a level of quality, and then I guess we'll do a couple of resource rush levels. I don't know, maybe we should do fortune. Let's add 10 levels of fortune, and then do we have enough for resource rush? We do. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of resource rush. There we go. Perfect. So this will be really, really good for us to just go ahead and get a whole bunch of resources while we're in here. Obviously, these are going to be the higher tier resources that we're going to get from this, and then of course the artifact shards as well, which, you know, are still fairly useful. This all goes towards, you know, helping our setup though, because if we can get enough artifact shards to actually go ahead and craft another artifact, there is a chance that it could be, you know, of the epic tier and could give us a much higher boost than we actually already have. So I will continue to go into the resource world pretty much whenever it opens, because I mean, it's only open for, what is it, 15 minutes, I think, every hour. So, or every 2 hours. So it's always worth, I feel, going into it. As resources is always the one thing that we tend to run out of. We haven't really ever come close to using a lot of energy this season, but you know, doing different upgrades, forging different things like armor and stuff like that, we generally, it tends to be the resources that we run out of. Okay, I think I'm actually going to leave the resource world for right now. I know that I said we shouldn't waste it, and I do still agree with that statement, but we have a lot of upgrading to do today. And to be honest with you, we are so far off of like a lot of these different resources that I don't think this is going to make the massive difference. I'm probably going to come to regret this, but yeah, we're going to dip out of here for right now. And let's focus on what we actually came here to do. So obviously that will help with some upgrades and stuff if we were able to actually get some of the, you know, what are they called? The artifacts or whatever, but they are, you know, they're quite far away. We weren't really close to one, so we're not really going to be getting one today either way. But what we do have and what we've got in actually decent quantity is a lot of Arcane boxes. Now, you may be thinking these are only epic Arcane boxes. They're not that great. However, this season, you can actually merge some of the same Arcanes together to essentially get the top tier. Now, we need to have rank progression on literally every single piece of armor, of pickaxe, of literally whatever we've got. We need rank progression boosts on all of it. That is the main thing for us right now. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and open up as many of these Arcane boxes we possibly can. And I want to make sure that we combine them all into their top tier and top form of item. So that is essentially what I'm here to do right now. So we are literally just going to merge all and every single one of these. It costs us literally nothing to do. It just, you know, it just happens. So that's kind of what I want to do quickly. We got a lot of token ones as well. Of course, the token income increasing would be of benefit as well. We've got a lot of these pickaxe progression ones right here. That would help also. So the rank up ones are these dark green ones. We actually only got one in that whole little opening right there. So not fantastic, that's for sure. But we'll slowly but surely build those up. So let's continue to open as many of these as we can officially do. So we've got some guild ones here. Did actually manage to get 3 of the rank up ones in that one. Let's see what the percentage is going to be. 6%. That's not great if we're being honest about it. It's not great. So yeah, we'll continue to work on that. We've got a gem one right there ready to go. And it looks like we've got a material one ready to go. We do not have enough for a guild one. Yeah, we essentially just need the top tier of rank up on every single piece of thing that we have. I'm not really too worried about anything else, to be honest with you. Anything else is just kind of like extra. But yeah, mainly just rank up is kind of what I'm after. I don't think there's a tier after this that we can craft into. No, there's not. So yeah, legendary is the top tier there. I feel like that's a decent token one as well. That's 11.96%. I've got a feeling the max might be 12 on that. So that's actually a very, very good one right there. Cool. So we're nearly through with the first stack here. We'll see if we can get any additional ones that might help us out. Let's go into PV. We'll call it PV15 for right now. Let's put all legendary ones in PV15 because then we can kind of work out exactly what we've got here. So there we go. Those are all legendary. I think all of those are less than legendary. Oh, no, we've got a couple left in there that are. Perfect. So we can continue to open these. Let's do this real quick. There we go. And we've got 2 more dark greens in there. I think we've got another 32 boxes as well. So we've got plenty to go around. We could do with a couple more rank ups. That's the one thing I'm noticing right now is that rank ups are extremely, extremely rare. But I mean, that's kind of what we expected, to be honest. All right, we definitely have enough for at least one more rank up here. So let's go rank up, rank up, rank up. Please be a good percentage. 8% is not actually that bad. We'll take that. That will be decent. We've got a couple of these guild ones in here. We have got... what else have we got? We got anything here that we can do? Okay, energy, I guess. Yep. And we should have one more token. There we go. Cool. So this is going to actually fill up a decent collection of essentially what we're after here. So let's make sure we've got everything. I think that is pretty much everything. We'll open up the rest of these. We may as well, just in case we end up getting a whole bunch of really good rank up ones, which I don't think we did, but I don't know. It was actually pretty close. We might have enough for one more. Yes, we do have enough for one more, so that's good. And it gave us a 4%. 4% is a definite yikes because they can go up to 10% on those ones. So yeah, that is definitely not what you want. You know, you can only deal with what you're given. So that's kind of what we were given, unfortunately. So this should mean that PV15 is now only going to have legendary ones in it. So that means we can take a quick glance at essentially what is the best things that we have. So we got a lot of the guild ones, but we got one that stands out right there at a 14%. We've actually got 2 of the 14%. So that's those are 2 kind of standout ones right there. We'll take a look at all the rank ones we got. We got an 8%, we got a 6%, and we got a 4%. So nothing like insanely good there, I'd say. Token wise, we got a 9%. We got a 14.5%, and we've got that 12% one that I noticed, and a 5%. So we're not really going to be worried about the 5%, but those two are very, very good. Pickaxe progression, we didn't really get a good one there. I mean, the maximum we got there was a 6%, so I'm not really too worried about that one. Energy gain, we actually got some really good ones as well. We got two 14%, which are very, very nice. And then gems wise, what do we got here? We got the 11% one and a 5% and another 5%. So yeah, we didn't get anything too crazy on that. So that's pretty much that. We got a material gain for 9% there and another kind of 9%. So those are kind of the best ones that we got out of that. So the main thing that I am taking away from that right now is that we have a spare slot on our pickaxe. So let's pick probably one of the highest things that we have. Let's put the token one on, since we're kind of focusing a little bit on tokens right now. We'll put the token one on since we already have the rank up one there. Take a look at what like the lowest things are that we have on some of our other stuff here. So we don't really have anything too crazy here on this set of boots. So I would like to get another rank up one on there. And then I guess, what are we doing? Pet progression and material gain. I guess we could just, let's put a guild one on the boots here. So let's take these two off and put these two on. Then we actually have a decent rank one already on our boots right here. So I think what we could do is we could upgrade the token one, because there's a 8% there. So let's see, what was the best token here? We had 12. So yeah, let's just upgrade the token on that one. There we go. And that makes a nice set of leggings. We do not have rank on our chest plate. So let's grab a rank out of here. What do we got? What's the best? 6%. 6% really isn't good. We kind of got screwed very, very badly on that, to be honest with you. But we could then go ahead and take out the guild progression, and we'll put in a slightly higher one here. So let's put those two in there. We can technically re-roll them. That is a feature of the Forge. We could re-roll them, but they honestly might not come out any better. So then we have a 12% energy gain. I just want to check to see what we've got in here. Tokens gain is decent. I guess we could upgrade the energy gain to a better one. Let's do that for now. I guess we'll just take out one change here. Yeah, we don't really need to. Do I want to put the rank up one on there? I guess I kind of do. Hey, like I can kind of sacrifice a few tokens for a rank up, I think. So let's do that. Let's put that in there, and then the rank up one. The rank up one, again, not really great. In fact, I guess we could quickly try and re-roll this, because I feel like 4% is very, 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 very low for this. So if we put that in there, and then wait, how do we re-roll this again? I don't even know how you. Can you even re-roll anymore? Maybe you can't. You honestly might not even be able to re-roll anymore. It's very, very possible that that is the case. Yeah, no, I don't think we can re-roll. So that kind of sucks, but that means that we now have essentially rank up arcanes, I think, on everything that we need to have it on. Maybe our pets don't have rank ups on them. Let's have a look. Pet progression, and this one has got energy gain. Okay, so we're missing a couple, but honestly, I feel like we've had a good amount of upgrades just there from all of that stuff. And I feel like there's quite a big percentage difference in all the upgrades that we've got now. We're actually not far at all from being able to forge our first legendary piece of armor. So I just need to grind up some lapis and some ruby, which I guess I can get out of resource boxes. Yeah, we're actually not horrifically far away from that right now. So we can continue to work on that. And that's something I'd like to see in the next couple episodes. So to end off our upgrades today, what I wanted to do is I want to open up 9 of the cryo crates. Now, these are leaving the store after today. So after you guys see this video, I don't think they'll even be in the store right now. I think there'll be a brand new crate, which I'm interested and excited to open as well. But, you know, just before these leave, I figured we would open up a couple. So let's get some cryo crates in there, see if maybe we can get some items that would help us with a prestige right here. We do get some resource boxes, which we were just talking about. We got some legendary ones there actually as well. So we'll always take those. I think those actually do include the rubies that we were on about earlier. So that's kind of useful. We've got a bunch of these to open those, so let's just open 2 at a time for right this second. Of course, if we could get like a $1,000 coupon right now, that would be fairly insane, and I would not complain about that at all. Lots of arcane boxes coming out. I guess replenishing the arcane boxes that we just went ahead and used, so that's not horrific either. We'll take that. More resource boxes. 1, 2. I'll always take the resource boxes because, as you guys saw, we end up using quite a lot of resource here. So yeah, the more of those that we can replenish, the better. Got some epic contrabands right there, not bad, and 32 robot boxes. We'll take all the robots as well. Those are always good because, you know, the more we can increase our passive income, the better. Because it means even if we are mining, we're also earning a lot off, off camera as well. So that's good. Legendary resource boxes, robot boxes, and the last 2 for now. Can we go ahead and get ourselves a coupon today? That would be the biggest goal. Can we see 1 coupon, please? we are not going to see a coupon. We do get 48 emerald loot boxes though, which could help us with some rank ups today. So that could be useful. Let's go ahead and claim all the resource boxes. We've got a lot of stuff to claim here, actually. So let's first of all use these unique grenades, because that should probably give me a fairly decent amount of levels. Maybe up to 900. We'll see. Not quite up to 900. Yeah, they're definitely becoming a lot harder to get levels now. We've got a lot of gold loot boxes, which we need to open. There we go. We got those robot boxes, which while we're here, we can go ahead and apply those, get some more passive income going in. There we go. We got a lot of rare contrabands coming through. We got a lot of these arcane boxes that will get salvaged because we don't use rare. Oh, I do want those though. So let's get rid of anything that we don't need. Legendary grenades we are still using, I think. So yeah, that's not too much of an issue. What we are not using, though, is pet boxes, even though we technically don't have the best pet right now. So maybe we should probably keep some pet boxes at some point, but not today. They are gone. Epic contrabands, we've got plenty of those to open. There we go. Lots of good stuff coming out of those, but also a lot of stuff that needs salvaging, such as these infinity staffs. Let's go through the rest right here and just see if we can get a whole bunch of good items. So let's take the diamond loot boxes here. Yeah, a lot of stuff that does need salvaging in all of this, to be honest with you. There is quite a handful of things. All right, I think we are basically pretty much there. There might be some things that need salvaging. Wait, legendary arcane box or epic? I guess legendary is what we haven't been using. Wait, no, legendary is better than epic, right? Okay, I think those are our first legendary arcane boxes this season. I don't think that we've had those before now, to be honest with you. So that's actually fairly decent. So we've now got a lot of grenades. We've got a lot of airstrikes and stuff. These should help us immediately with a couple of easy rank ups. Let's see if we can go ahead and get another prestige here. Take us all the way up to, I think this will be prestige 19. We might even get to 20 today with all these items that we have. Probably not though, because the prestiges are getting considerably harder as we go up right now. We did actually juice up the token balance quite considerably there by opening up those crates. We also will do just by using up all of these flares and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, but that should, in just a moment here, we should be able to actually hit this other prestige. Let's just use, yeah, 16. Sure, why not? 16 unique grenades. That should get us there, right? Maybe, hopefully. Let's see. Will it get us there? It does. So we can go ahead and do a slash prestige. It doesn't cost us anything. Does prestiging cost at any point? I feel like it does. I feel like I've heard people talk about, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Anyway, let's get that prestige done. Prestige 19 in the books. So now is where we get to use all of these grenades on a completely fresh prestige. Actually, let's use the airstrike beacons first. Let's see how far we can get. Just use it. Jeez, that was loud. Just using these airstrike beacons. We've got a couple of resource boxes that we can use just there as well. We are running out on those though, so we'll have to see. We've got, yeah, a decent amount of grenades actually. These should help quite considerably. All right, over 400 there, which is actually fairly good. Let's go next stack and see where that takes us. I mean, still doing a really good job here. Like, I feel like these are actually still fairly effective. This should get us to like 500-ish. I think it's just trying to play catch up right now. So yeah, 500, there we go. That's not bad. And the last little, nearly a full stack here on the last one. Let's see where that puts us. All right, nearly at 600, not bad. So yes, oh, wait, we got a weekly crate from somewhere? I don't even know where the heck I got that from. Oh, right here, milestone, reach prestige 19. Cool. So we got a free weekly crate literally just by reaching a prestige. That's very cool. We'll take that. So stacks of unique grenades. Let's get these going. These should help out with the rank ups quite considerably. I don't know how much. We'll have to figure it out. That was nice. That was very nice. We got up to 720 just there. We might honestly get this next prestige. Actually, I don't know. It seems like actually quite a while away. I don't know. We'll figure it out right here. We went all the way up to 815 there. We'll see where this takes us. Maybe this can take us to 900 here. That'll be good if it does. Let's see. Nearly 900. Okay. So I think we'll break like 950 with all these grenades and stuff, to be honest. Oh, we got 960 with those. So actually, it looks like we will go ahead and get ourselves a completely new prestige here. Let's use half a stack first. See whether that's going to be enough. Come on, be enough. Be enough. Be enough. Oh, we're right there. We're 5 levels off. I feel like we can mine that and save the grenades for the next prestige. All right, here we go. So this will be prestige 20. I think this is the highest prestige we've ever had here on Prison. So that's kind of cool. Slash prestige. There we go. So this is all thanks to our new mining setup. Prestige 20, we have officially hit right there. GG's. So we can reset the mine. Let's throw down those 32 unique grenades. See what damage those can do. Got some legendary resource boxes there. We got a weekly crate for prestige 20 as well. We're just getting absolutely showered with free weekly crates right now. Let's open these two up because these theoretically should just give me even more items to get free, to get more prestiges. So we'll take, yeah, a bunch of unique grenades, bunch of loot boxes. We'll take all of this. What do we get? emerald loot boxes, and robot boxes. We'll take the robot boxes for sure. That's not bad. Once again, a load of stuff to salvage. So we'll salvage all of that to get some extra currency. Resource box. There we go. What else we got to explode in this mine right now? Also, another stack of unique grenades. Then we got a couple, or a stack and a bit of the legendary. And then we got some airstrike flares. And then that will be where our final progression is at today. So it looks like we're going to be just over 700 with everything used. So that's super useful. This might honestly even get us up past 750 towards the 800 mark, which would be very nice. We've also got 22Q or 23Q from all the things that has happened today. So we can go ahead and spend that right now and see exactly what enchants we want to spend that on. So I think we're just going to continue to work up. I feel like that makes the most sense. And that means putting basically everything into Hades Inferno, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just very expensive. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do right here. It's gonna literally use virtually all of my tokens, I think. No, yeah, we'll pretty much use all of my tokens. But we're going to be a step closer to maxing that thing out. We've got to get that up to 120, so we actually only need 7 more levels for that to be maxed out. So that's you know, a little target for us to hit. But I think that we've absolutely invested in our mining setup today, and I feel like that is going to help me out massively, you know, during all the off-camera grinding. And there is our drill, which we were talking about a little bit earlier, that we managed to get the brand new enchant, which actually looks like it gave me about 2 million gems just on the proc right there, which is actually kind of insane. I feel like 2 million gems is very generous. So that if we can get that every proc of that, and we'll be in a good place. But guys, since there's a brand new set of crates coming out right now, my giveaway for today is going to be 9 of the brand new crates that are going to be released. Okay, we don't know what they are yet. We don't know how overpowered they're going to be. I'm sure they're going to be amazing though. So yes, it's going to be 9 of the brand new unreleased crates. If you guys want to be on the chance of winning that, then all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord that is linked down below, and press the enter button on the respective giveaway. As long as you've done all of that, then you are officially entered into winning 9 of those brand new crates. And yeah, good luck to everybody who does enter, and we will get those out to you as soon as you have won them. So guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure you do go ahead and hit that like button. If you found it useful at all, make sure you let me know, because I bet there's a lot of you that didn't even know that you could combine your arcanes to make better ones. Guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode of OP Prisons here on AkumaMC.